And welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you. The Cosmic Kitty has given her quick appearance. If you saw her in the beginning, yes, I was excited about that. So we're going to go a little bit different today. We're going to go into the realm of fantasy. We're going to go into the realm of knights, dragons, monsters that roam the dungeons. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Welcome back. And I want to say thank you very much again. The last check I saw on my YouTube, we were up to 225 subscribers. So yours truly got out today to pad our lovely prize giveaway for 250. I'm still deciding. Well, I'm not still deciding. Seashell will be deciding. I'll be wrapping up some gifts shortly. We're going to do a video of that, and we're going to have Seashell pick a gift for the next drawing for 250. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for liking the video. Thank you guys for commenting on the video. Thank you for activating the bell icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. And again, it's been a while since I have uploaded a new video. Unfortunately, the Postal Service is changing gears, so to speak. So I've had 3 toys that are just like in limbo land. They have tracking on them. They just haven't moved yet. And that was my whole plan, but need not fear. Yours truly does come up with backup plans. And I decided, you know what? I thought when I had the Dungeons and Dragons figures up earlier, I was like, wow, I've just not stopped thinking about them nonstop. And I was like, oh, you know, I think I do have a few dragon figures, or let me think, fantasy figures, if you want to call them. And I do. We've got Papo here. We've got Schliech, and there are some others that I gotten from England. So there is a variety of figures. And I remember when I saw them, I pick them up one at a time, and, ones that are really, really cool and epic, and then some that were like, ooh, this would make a really cool monster. Excuse me, I'm still getting better here. But I also wanted to bring back the original, the OG Dungeons and Dragons figures, because I really didn't do an awesome review on the OG ones. And then the new ones that I picked up, I was like, oh my gosh. And yes, I do have some more coming up. Again, let's see how these guys fit with the other characters. I forgot to mention that I did get an authentic, oh my gosh, now I can't think of the sorcerer's name here. Was it Kellic? I think his name is Kellic. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. Yep. And Ringle Run, what was the other, okay, I think here. Magician, sorcerer, and again, finding some of the pieces together, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. I'm like, I'm still looking for Ringle Run. Here's Ringle Run. I'm looking for his authentic stuff. Now, the cool thing about the LJN figures that were from, and it's just full focus on Ringle Run here. There was back in the 90s, is that they came with soft goods. So Ringle Run here has, he's got a nice cloth cape. I'm knocking over some figures in the front. Thank you, as I always do. Let's see what else he comes up with. So again, these are about 4-inch figures. And I was like, wow, you know what? I was really never into Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I was actually. And this there proves it. But again, my thoughts on Dungeons and Dragons were more of these characters here. They're more like the static figures. So they're pre-posed, and they do not have, these are the ones in the back here. So they don't have any articulation, but they look really, really sweet. Anyway, so let's check out good old Ringle Run over here. And the really cool thing, like I said, that he's got some really cool articulation. So I'm going to lift up the cloak a little bit, and you're going to see some of the, let me think here, old technology for toys. So under the goods here, I believe there's like a ball joint here, so his legs can kind of like, go side to, not side to side, yeah, well, side to side. And he also has, again, I'm not going to remove the cloth on him, but the arms do go up, and I think they do go, yeah, you can, so you can kind of make his arms go to the side here. And I was so excited when I got Ringo Run, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not have him. But I started collecting these other figures here. And of course, the sorcerer over here, the evil one, I did get his staff. So I do know the his wand that comes with it. And again, the same thing. Now, if I remember correctly, these guys have rivets. Well, let's check it out. So I'm going to put Ringo Run down here. I just like saying the name Ringo Run. And let's go check it out. Anyway, so how's everyone doing here? How are you guys doing during the summer months? There we go. There's like a, it's not necessarily a rivet, but this joint over here, you know, is these rivets? I think these are rivets. I'm trying to, yeah, these are rivets. So they have rivets in the figures, so they can have a little bit more articulation. And again, just like Ringo Run, his arms can go to the side here, and he can, you know, he's got the same type of articulation, where he's got that kind of like the ball joint. Hold on, he's not going that way. So let's get a staff in here. Gotta have the staff. Hold your staff, my friend. You are a wizard. You need to look the part. Now, the cool thing about these characters, which I should have here, is that some of these neon toys back from the late 80s, early 90s, that these things are going to glow like crazy. Hold on, guys. I have to put this away. I don't put it away. I just got to trying to get a staff in his hand, but it's not working. Not that it's not working. It's just I'm not trying to avoid snapping anything here because of the thumbs. Thumbs are like, you know, the G.I. Joes. If you had an old G.I. Joe, great figures, but you know, once you put the weapon in their hands, well, their thumbs get, you know, after a while, get some play in there, and they just start breaking. So it's not a really good challenge here. Now, I thought I had a black light here. I've got things all over the place, and I bet you that's what fell earlier. Probably. Anyway, so yeah, so the Dungeons and Dragons figures, they were just really cool. I you know, I guess as a kid, I remember them. I remember my friend having them. It was not, again, I think I was still back in that Star Wars kind of, you know, craze and the outer space thing, which kind of got me. So had I known, I would have definitely gotten that. I would have gotten to these figures. I'm looking for my black light. It's here somewhere, and I cannot find it. I should have had it with me. Okay, so bad me. But anyway, so if you can believe me here, that the staff here, this will glow really, really. It's got that neon glow to it. And again, I'm trying to look around, see if I accidentally place the light anywhere. I don't think so. Anyway, so that's a staff. And this thing, let's see if we can get this thing focused on here. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. Actually, the detail on the staff. I mean, look at that. If you had some wizard, some crazy wizard coming up to you with this green staff and this thing's got a face on it, you'd be like, yeah, no thanks. I'm out of here, dude. But yeah, I really love these LJN figures. I picked up another one on eBay, which I will be showing off. Don't want to give all my things. And these are the Super 7 figures that I had. And again, I just cannot believe how awesome these ones are. And then, like I said, if you put them with the rest of the characters in here, they just fit in. They blend in. It is fantasy beyond fantasy when it comes to, you know, when it comes to your adventures, going in the dungeons and, well, looking for dragons. You know, I mean, heck, that's what it was called, Dungeons and Dragons, and people look for that. Anyway, yeah, so that was the fun. I'm going to kind of go around the collection here, and again, I'm going to show you some of the figures, knock some figures over. Anyway, so if you have not checked out the Facebook page, I'll leave a link in the description for that. Check out also the Instagram. I definitely need to throw up another story soon because I got a really good response. I was so excited. People are like, man, where have you been? I'm like, well, this is what I've been doing. Got the YouTube going on. We've got The eBay page, yes. And people have been buying shirts. Thank you guys so much. And like I told you, what I'm going to do with these figures, I mean, with my eBay purchases, but when I sell something, I'm going to recycle it. I'm going to buy some stuff, and that's exactly what I did. I went on an eBay spending spree to get some more figures so we can do some stuff for review. If you are a person who sells designs figures, if you guys, if you design dioramas and you would like to be featured on the Dark Cosmic Universe, please send me an email, shoot me an email, and we will definitely, I will definitely, get back in touch with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Kellic, I think it's Kellic, I'm pretty sure the name. I'm going to put him over here with the rest of the guys, and I'm going to go around here. Now, do you guys have wizards, knights, dragons in your collection? If so, leave a comment. Oh, hey, you know what? Speaking, I forgot that the whole thing was, I got a box here, and has something to do with Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm going to unbox it here, and we're going to open it up. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I was just like trying to figure out how. Here we go. That's what came out of there. How to include that with us. And this is also a Dungeons and Dragons figure. Now, these were also similar to what the guys in the back there, the static figures. I wound up looking at this guy. I said, oh my gosh, this guy is wicked cool. And I'm like, I definitely have to have him part of the collection. And where's my hand? Over here. Here we go. Can we focus, please? And so check this guy out. I was like, wow. Now these were still when the LJN line was going through, you could do like army building. And again, look at the details on these characters. They do not have any articulation, but again, you can see where they go with the where they go with the whole Dungeons and Dragons line. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him down here. This is a cool pickup. He's going with my Dungeons and Dragons figures, and they did a whole bunch. They did like orcs. They did some monsters. They did some dungeon treasures. There was a whole bunch of stuff that they did, and it was still under the Dungeons and Dragons or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons line, and it was just one of those really cool things. So I'm going to put him over here. Now, the piece de resistance. About, I think maybe like 10 years ago, when I found that this figure was made, I was like, I gotta have him. So here we go. Here's my holy grail. It is Avenger. Now, he is a PVC figure. I believe he came from, I'm gonna say I got it from eBay Japan. And when I had this figure, I saw this figure, I'm like going, I have to have this. I gotta look for it. I looked for it. This figure is selling like crazy amounts of money. Now, recently Hasbro did make another Avenger figure that has more articulation, but this was the one I wanted because it was going to be in scale. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, here we go. Check out the date on this. Does it have a date? Okay, so it's Spain. So we have TSR. I do not see any other stamps on here. Oh my gosh. I was so excited when I got this character, and I forgot how much I paid. Maybe like $80, $90. And even back then, I thought that was crazy money for this figure. But it was like the only Avenger figure that was out here, and he was a static figure. So yes, he was the character to get. I know that they made other static figures that went with the cartoon show, but this was the one that I wanted to get. And of course, recently, Hasbro released the other one, so I'm going to put Avenger in the front. And all right, here we go. Let's take a look at the collection here. I'm trying to make sure. So, hey, if you guys are new to the channel, I do toy reviews. I go back into the past here, and I go through my own collection here. You guys get to see some of the figures that I've collected over the years. And again, I know a lot of people are like, hey, where did you get this figure from? I may or may not remember exactly where I've got the figure, but I'll do the best I can. Again, I've got like, what, 40 years of collecting, or if not more. I feel like it's been more. And my mom used to go, why are you collecting these silly things? Well, because I like them. And I think that's what a lot of people do. They collect figures. And I'm going to probably show off some of the figures here. So we've got some dwarves. I got a dwarf. We've got some knights. I've got some, we got some wizards back there. There's two of them. There's the one over here. A lot of these, again, are like Papo. These are, I think it's called Schliech. And they make some really cool figures. But I mean, check it out. putting the Dungeons and Dragons figures with all these figures, and of course these are Dungeons and Dragons figures. Now, I have to admit, Venger fits really, really nice with these figures. Even though, you know, he should be a little bit bigger, but for me, that was my holy grail. And I was just so excited to find him. I didn't think they'd ever release another Venger figure, but they did. All right, so back here, I think we got some Warcraft figures. I think it's Warcraft. We've got some skeleton figures in the back. Looking around. And you guys checking out. Again, some of these figures I would see like online, and I'm like, hey, you know, I want this figure. I actually had one of my friends in England. So some of these figures are actually from England. I can't remember the toy company, but they were actually like for younger kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cool. And I'll point out which ones I'm talking about. All right, so that's everyone was going to get knocked over. I know that. Here we go. Here's one of them. And here's one of my knights. This guy I thought was really wicked cool. Again, he does not move. He is... Again, we're knocking everyone over. I was like, he is so cool. I'm like, you know, it's like having these dark knights. No Batman intended. What do we got going on here? I don't know. I'm looking for some stamps on him. I do not see a stamp. But again, this guy, when I saw him, the red eyes, I'm like, oh yeah, you put him with the rest of the D&D figures. And again, check it out. You know, you can have him with your adventure party. And he's just pretty awesome. So that was one of them that was really, really cool that I picked up. And again, he was from England. And then this guy, I have no idea who he is. And again, I don't know if this is if it's Schliech or if this is Papo figures. But again, he's just holding the sword. And this guy is ready to do some serious damage. Just sitting there. I mean, talk about the intimidation factor. And, oh, bully. Okay, so we've got some bully figures. Okay, I forgot that was the other one. But again, they made some really cool figures. And I was like, yes, he's got to be part of my collection. All right, let's keep going through the collection over here. So I know I usually ask you guys, which one did you think was really cool? Feel free to, you know, put multiple comments. Because, again, there are so many cool figures in here. And, well, Seashell must be doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. I got some dragons back here. Really, really cool. We've got some minotaurs. There's a cyclops back there. You know what I should be doing? I should be like pointing these things out here. Let me get my thing. The pointer. Okay, so we've got the minotaur over here. We got a cyclops over here. And we've got this. Oh, this guy. That's right. I've got one more really, really cool, like, knight looking guy that I just had to have. And I think I made like 10, I paid like 10 or 15 bucks for this figure. And he was just like so wicked cool. And check it out. I'm see if I can get the light on him. And yeah, he is like ready for battle. Again, these are static figures. This guy's not going anywhere. He's already pre-posed, ready to go. And now you can see, like, they just fit in. I mean, you get this dark knight going on here. And let me see if I can get the light a little bit better. There we go. And let's bring him up to the light here. Now you can see why I got this guy and put him in my collection. I mean, amazing. And I think this might have been a Schliech figure. I'm looking for some markings on him, and I'm not seeing any. All right, I'm just looking real quick. But yes, you know, again, it's all about these knights that these, you know, these are like evil knights, or they can be good knights. And the great thing is, it's all about your imagination here. And like this guy over here, you know, he was from England, and you know, he was part of the collection. I'm going to put him. Actually, he's back here with the other guys. And yeah, again, I couldn't believe when I started like not emptying out, but when I started, you know, putting this thing ready for the video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I got quite a collection. So yeah, so back here, so him, and him. and I think this one too, they were part of that same collection too. And so I think it was a dragon. And again, to get a hold of these figures, I was just like, I just have to have them. Anyway, so yes, again, another long video here. And we kind of like touched on the whole Dungeons and Dragons collection. These figures are just like phenomenal. You know, some of the characters that, you know, they may not be able to be posed, but that's okay because, you know what, they fit in really well. And these are just awesome. I'm glad I was able to show some of these figures off from my collection. Do you guys, again, like I said, do you guys have any of these things? If so, you know, let me know about it. Please make sure to take a look at the previous videos that I have on here. You know, checking it all out. It helps grow the channel with the more views we get. I think we got to, I actually do not know for a fact, but we should probably have almost reached that 30,000 mark, which is pretty awesome. Again, at 250, we're going to be giving away a toy. I'm going to have to get Seashell to take time out of her busy schedule from not chasing after the bugs that happen to be crawling around here. But yeah, I mean, this is just like, if I had like a huge castle, I would put all these characters in it, and you know, I would have them display. Of course, the cats would be jumping up and they'd be rocking the castle as they normally do. So yes, again, check out the Instagram page. I appreciate it. Got the storyline going on there. Check out the eBay store for retro and vintage t-shirts, because I recycle that money and I buy stuff so I can do some more reviews on here. So the eBay store, we talk about Instagram. You know, again, if you're not a subscriber, please do. Let's grow this channel. Guys, we went from having like a couple people on there to now we're over 225. So it's pretty awesome. We are seen globally here, which is pretty awesome. I'm getting all the, you know, I got all these little notifications. You know, the UK checked in, Japan checked in, India checked in, and it's really cool. You know, like I said, I'm really honored about that. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. We're doing an exploration with my fantasy figures and my fantasy collection here, from, you know, the knights. We got dragons. We have orcs. We have things from Dungeons and Dragons, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and we also got a new pickup, which is pretty awesome. So another character for me to put in there, and again, we've got some more stuff happening too. So yeah, so definitely stick around. We got some more videos coming as soon as the Postal Service releases that rocket of action figures that I've got coming. We've got more reviews coming up as always. Again, if you are a person who does anything with dioramas and you want to get some more exposure here on the YouTubesphere, please reach out to me. My email is in my my description here for the Dark Cosmic Universe. And yes, I'm totally having so much fun. Thank you guys again for tuning in. So appreciate it. You guys are the best. You are my cosmic commanders. You are my cosmic commanders, cosmonauts, everything just cosmically. You guys are just awesome. So much. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you, my cosmic family. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking the videos. Thank you guys for sharing the videos. Which one was your favorite figure? Maybe there's more than one in here that you thought was awesome. Do you have any of these figures? If you do, please let me know. Alright guys, so my name's Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Stay cosmically insane, my friends, because we have more surprises coming down the road. And again, we're at 250. We're going to send away we're going to do another giveaway, and I'll get Seashell to definitely do that. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, when the new stuff comes in, just like this guy over here, I will put up a video. Thank you guys. We will talk to you soon.